Welcome back. We're live. All right. This is our fifth episode. And yeah, if you've watched the previous episodes, like you know that I'm talking about like injuries, what's going on in the mind, what's going on emotionally, and how to deal with them. And there are a lot of important factors during the injury recovery. Because if you don't do them the right way, it can happen that you might never come back or you suffer a re-injury. And that's the topic I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the fear of re-injury and how to plan your comeback properly. So the fear of re-injury is totally normal. You suffered a trauma on your body, something happened, an accident happened, you might have caused it or somebody else might have caused it, and now you're feeling unsure, and it's totally normal. Like your mind has a scar, like there's a mental scar in your mind. And so the fear of re-injury is, I don't know if you can hear that. So the fear of re-injury is totally validated, but then on the other side, it's also totally unnecessary. Like you can you can really like eliminate that fear. So what can go wrong during a comeback? During a comeback, the biggest mistake that athletes make when they come back, they go 100% again, which is because the doctor told them or the physical therapist told them, like, hey, you can go back and everything's good. Or let me say this, there are two types of athletes: the ones that go 100%, and then the ones that are way too cautious. And both ways, you can end up being injured again. And I tell you why. So for the ones that come back like they go full blast and start competing, like start training again hard and going like full 100% without building themselves back up, they do a crucial mistake. Because let's say if you had an injury and you were like out for 6 months, even 9 months, 12 months, or maybe even 3 months, and you haven't moved your body properly according to your sport. Because your sport requires a certain type of movement from you, a certain type of flexibility, a certain type of coordination, and a timing. And all these things I just mentioned, they're off. They're not there when you come back, because becoming a good athlete is working on these little things. So if you haven't done them for a while, the level of how you're capable of like executing your time, like having good timing, being coordinated, and being flexible, being strong, um, is down. So your body is not ready yet to go 100%, but your mind thinks it can. And that is because before you were injured, your mind has a certain type of level that's expecting from you. It's telling you like, hey, you used to be on this level, you used to do this and this, which is totally normal, and you're still able to do those things. But like I mentioned before, you have to build yourself back up. You have to like, you can't go 100%. So if your mind tells you like you can do these crazy movements that you used to do, that were like your signature moves, um be aware like that you can get hurt in those situations again. And it doesn't have to be like a serious injury, but but a bump here and there will happen. So what you need to do is really like set yourself like real expectations and work your way up, and sometimes give up positions. Who cares? It's just practice. The important thing is like that you come back to your old self and perform the way you used to. Now, the problem with people who are too cautious when they get injured, now it's the complete opposite. You have to still move naturally. People that are too cautious, athletes that are too cautious, they make the mistake of moving unnaturally. Like I mentioned before, the sport requires a certain type of movement from you, a certain type of coordination, a certain type of flexibility, timing. So if you move unnaturally, you're gonna do something stupid. You're gonna like bump into somebody, somebody's gonna bump into you, and then boom, the ACL is gone again. The shoulder is gone again. The back is hurt again. So when you come back, you have to eliminate fear. You have to eliminate fear, but also not go crazy. You have to like work your way up incrementally. And this is how you will succeed. I'm sorry, my phone is ringing. So, how do you do that? How do you eliminate fear? The most important thing you can do is like stick to your rehab during the recovery stage. And then also still be a full-time athlete, even if you can't train, even if you can't compete. Your full-time job is to recover and get your body in the best shape possible. That means like during your recovery stage, like go stretch, eat right, drink a lot of water, watch a lot of tape, and work around the injury. Do the things that you can still do that apply to your sport. You can always do something. And if you've done the preparation right, so by the time you're giving the green light again and you come back, you can move naturally and work your way up, and it's gonna go fast. I'm telling you, like, don't be bummed out that you have to give up positions. Don't be bummed out that you're losing some plays here and there. Like, it's okay, but I'm telling you, like, within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's gonna be like a totally different game. You're gonna be a lot better. And then in a month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you're back to your old self. So don't be afraid of getting re-injured again. Make sure that you're prepared when you come back so your mind doesn't go crazy. So you can convince your mind, hey, I've put in the work. I have no reason to be worried about it. If you have any questions about this topic, please leave a comment here and I will get to your questions. If you have a topic that you want to talk about, like leave them in the comments as well. Then I can create content and live streams that are adjusted to your needs. All right. I wish you a great day, a good start of the week, and a speedy recovery. See you soon.